Yeah, I don't know, man. Me personally, I feel like critics are being a little harsh.
No, yeah, for sure. Like, I don't know why people are like judging it so harshly.
I feel like Boomerang was easily like one of the better parts of the movie too.
No, he was definitely funny.
Hell yeah, dude.
If anything, we should talk about it in
The show! Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the very first episode of Sivel Talk. Today we're going to be talking Suicide Squad, and yeah, thank you guys so much for being patient. I know it's been a long time coming, but we are here, and we're here to give you the greatest content that the internet has to offer. No exaggeration. My name is Manny Torres.
I am Bo.
With no last name. And like I said, here we go. Sivel Talk reviews and the Suicide Squad. We're going to give you the good, the bad, and what we think this means going forward for the DC Universe. A lot of good stuff coming. So yeah, let's get right to it with the good. So Bo, what did you like about the movie?
I was supposed to start it off. Joker definitely was one of the best things for me. Well, not one of the best things, but definitely, I love Jared Leto. I think he killed the role. He did an amazing job. And the one thing I was worried of is because I like Jared Leto so much, I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll go see it, and I'm just going to see Jared Leto. I really didn't see Jared Leto at all in there. Just like, what's his name? Heath Ledger, another one. You're like, oh, are we going to see Heath Ledger or are we going to see Joker? We did not see Heath Ledger at all there. So I think he did an amazing performance. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, a lot of people giving it some negative kind of... They just think Joker maybe wasn't in it as much as he should have been. Personally, I thought, Joker's not in the Suicide Squad. He's in it as much as he needs to be in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Me personally, I think the tone of the movie was pretty good. A lot of people are, kind of saying that this movie was two movies put together. I don't really see it that way. They complained a whole lot that BVS was too dark, so then they put some humor in there, and now it's too much of a mix of both. I just really don't get the pushback on that. I thought the tone of the movie was perfect. They did a good job of giving you those serious moments, but still maintaining it, humorous and lighthearted throughout the movie.
Harley Quinn, if you ask me, Margot Robbie, amazing performance. She definitely nailed it. Just like I said with Jared Leto, if you look at Margot Robbie, you didn't see her there. You saw Harley Quinn, which was actually a very big shoes to fill because everybody who loves DC loves Harley Quinn. She's
first time she's on screen too.
First time she's on screen, and I mean those, like I said, those are big shoes to fill. A lot of people were looking forward to that, and if you ask me personally, I think she delivered. She had the accent, she had the acting down. It was beautiful. It was great watching her.
Yeah. Speaking of people who delivered. The name of the actress escapes me, but we'll put it somewhere around here. But the chick playing Amanda Waller, my God, nailed that character. There was, again, a ton of weird pushback, and I feel like a lot of it's coming from people who don't understand these comics, man. There was people saying, oh, Amanda Waller, she was scarier than some of the Suicide Squad. She has to be. Excuse me for yelling, but, that is her character. She's supposed to be that person who's kind of on the right side of the law, yes and no, you know what I mean? She's pretty much evil, but not really, so I thought it was great, yeah.
The whole thing is, you have all these villains, big name villains who are known for doing bad stuff, so you need a bigger, badder person to control them, so I don't understand why people would oh, she's scarier. Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah, there's one. Oh, by the way, we should have said this earlier, but spoilers for anybody who doesn't want this movie spoiled. I mean, you should have seen it already, so shame on you. But yeah, super mega spoilers. So please, if you don't want spoilers, get the hell out of here right now. Another big part of the movie for me that I liked a lot was Boomerang. I was kind of scared about that character going into it, just because Boomerang, I mean, he doesn't really have any powers. His whole thing is that he throws boomerangs and they can cut you and stuff like that. In the comics, that's great. In animated movies, that's great. I didn't know how I was going to transit to the big screen. And, lucky for us, they gave us a Boomerang who was just kind of the comedic relief of the movie, and I loved it. I thought it was awesome. There's one scene in there where Rick Flag comes in, right? And they're all chilling in the bar, and he comes in and he goes, bam, throws this piece on the floor or whatever. He's like, there, you guys are free to go. Everybody's chilling, no hesitation. Boomerang just grabs his stuff and leaves. I loved that scene, dude. I thought it was awesome.
Love the no hesitation, clap, you guys are free to go. Pix beer, gone. Another character for me that I really liked was actually Diablo. I really liked his character in the film. I like the fact that they showed us his background and kind of spoiler alert, why he doesn't want to use his powers, and pretty much throughout the movie he's pushed yo, use your powers. And if you saw the trailer, which I'm pretty sure you have, Will Smith teases him and he's like, oh, you're gonna do something,
show me something,
and he's like, you want to see something, and he does amazing. And also his fight scene at the end when he's fighting again, spoiler alert, the brother of Enchantress, when he turns into the fire chief, I thought that was amazing. I thought that was a huge, like, it was awesome.
Yeah. For all you comic book fans out there, if you watch Young Justice, you know that when they bring Apache Chief in the second season, and he makes like the astral form. I don't know why. Every time, like when I saw him do that, I just got Apache Chief in my head, and I thought that was pretty dope. But that kind of leads what he was saying earlier about Will Smith leads to the other big part of this movie. Will Smith, yet again, killing it, man. This dude, I swear to God, does no wrong. You know, he has his 1 or 2 like everybody does, but all across the board, like he did an awesome job. There's this one scene in the beginning where he's haggling back and forth with this guy who's got him for like making a contract or whatever, and he's telling him like, oh, I don't see my payment yet. He's looking on his phone on his bank account and stuff, and the guy's like, oh, you'll get the payment when the kill happens or whatever. And it's like, look, I got the target in sight right now. If you don't pay me, this guy's walking home. Yeah, you know, it's awesome, man. Check it out.
He drops the million, and then
and then he ups the price, and it's awesome. Check it out. Again, super fun movie.
Will Smith jumps on the car when there's a bunch of, I guess we'll call it army zombies.
How did I not say that?
Everyone that's on their team is shooting, and then you just see Will Smith get on top of a car and just start. Like, it's amazing.
And it's crazy because like they're all, it's like you said, they're all shooting, and then it gets to the point where like everybody's just like slowly starts putting their gun down, and then Will's just like running through these motherfuckers, man. Like it's a dope ass thing.
Like everyone stops shooting and they're just kind of
they're just kind of looking at him, and then like he turns around, gives him that one liner. That's how I cut and run, and it's just like, dude, it's epic as hell, man.
Cameos. Flash had a cameo in there, very, very, very short and sweet. He was in there for maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah, and you know, I'll say this about Flash's cameo: when he popped up in BVS, and you saw him in that like whatever that suit was, that futuristic like time suit or whatever the hell it is. It scared me a little bit. I was just like, oh man, it doesn't really look, too Flash to me. But when we saw him in this one, like it was that looked good. Yeah, like he did, like Ezra Miller looked great in it. Like I thought it was awesome.
Batman, of course, Batman was getting a cameo in this. Very subtle again, not too much, not too little. He did what he had to do.
You may see him again if you stay after the credits.
Maybe.
May or may not. If you guys want to, maybe don't leave too fast. Hey, honestly, if you ask me, this is the best film that DC has in the current universe to date. Man of Steel, I know some people like it, but I just was not crazy about that movie.
I was okay with it.
Yeah, you were okay with it. I know our other friend fell asleep watching that movie. Personally, I've only been able to watch that movie once. Every time I try again, I just can't. BVS, there's stuff I like in it, but it just didn't deliver how it should have delivered. Yeah. This movie, I honestly feel like it's just getting unnecessary hate. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it.
I had a lot of fun watching it. I went in there not really considering what the critics were saying. Again, I was just, I'm going to go
and everybody should do that, man. Watch these movies for yourself. Don't let the critics ruin it for you, honestly.
Yeah. Like, make the opinion for yourself. Yeah. And, I mean, again, be like, if you judge it or you give your opinion, like actually be honest about it. Don't just because everybody else is like, oh, it sucked, like, oh yeah, it definitely sucked. Like, no, like give your true honest opinion.
Yeah. Also, while we're talking about that, this is a little bit off topic, but guys, it's entirely possible to enjoy Marvel and DC movies. Like, it's not, you don't have to enjoy. Yeah, you didn't know that?
What?
You can enjoy both.
I did.
Yes, you can.
This changes everything.
Exactly. If you enjoyed this movie, you can still enjoy the Marvel ones. It's okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm positive. I'm absolutely positive.
So I don't have to like wear a hoodie.
You can still like Civil War. It's okay. You can still like Civil War.
Because I'm definitely gonna still like Civil War.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. It's totally fine. Like a lot of people are trying to hop on these bandwagons, and I'm like, dude, come on, just love them both, man. I'm reading Rebirth. I'm reading Civil War 2, and it's all great, man. So that's all the good stuff we liked about the movie. There was definitely a lot. But like any movie, there was some not so good stuff as well. Personally, for me, it's starting off is just Rick Flag. That guy, since RoboCop, I just haven't been a fan of the actor. He just didn't really deliver his lines too well. He was not a convincing dude. He's supposed to have this southern accent, but in the movie, he definitely starts out with one. Midway through the movie, you don't know where he's from. He's from like Wisconsin or something. I don't know. Like his southern accent disappears completely. And you're just like, all right, cool. Then it comes and goes like throughout the movie. It's just kind of weird. And just like a lot of people are saying that he had lifeless eyes, and I totally see that. Dude is just not convincing. And then the fact that Tom Hardy was supposed to be Rick Flag just even tears my heart out even more because he's such a good actor. Another thing is that there were some plot holes in there. That great scene that I was talking about with Boomerang, while it is a great scene, and I don't think this plot hole takes away from it, like I said earlier, he grabs his stuff and leaves, right? Very next scene, he's in it, like, and with no explanation, just like there, just kind of chilling.
I think it was like he's dipping, but then he like he's kind of like, okay, well then, I started, might as well go finish.
Yeah, but they don't explain it though, so
No,
it's just he's literally just there. The big one that a lot of people are complaining about is again, spoilers. Third time I'm saying it. When Joker is trying to save Harley, his helicopter actually gets shot out of the sky and it explodes, and everybody thinks he's dead. And then at the very end, he comes back to save Harley. Again, no explanation given. Again, then these plot holes, while they were plot holes, and plot holes are always bad to a point, they didn't really take away from the movie for me. But again, they are there.
To pick up kind of where you left off with the whole Joker and Harley thing, the relationship was very lighthearted in the movie. If anyone knows the comic books, yeah, the series, if you watch that, like, you see that Joker does not care for Harley Quinn. She is there for him, and it is not reciprocated at all.
Yeah, this is the most romanticized version of their love story that I have ever seen. Yeah. Like, if you guys read the comics, and you should if you don't, but like that relationship is the most abusive relationship of all time,
It's
and
really
that's putting it.
abusive.
Yeah, and it's one-sided abusive, and that's putting it lightly.
Another thing was probably the misusage of some characters.
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc. What did I say?
Crocodile.
Well, I mean, close.
From One Piece. That's what they just take off the snout. If you
like
watch
Spider-Man,
Amazing Spider-Man, yeah,
they took out the snout out for lizards.
Yeah, and that's pretty. I
Snouts.
don't think I've ever. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, but I don't think I've ever seen the lizard without a snout. I think that kind of sucks is that they did kind of make him the typical black guy of the movie, as fucked up as that sounds. And you know what? I actually did some research on that, and what happened was, if you guys read the original Suicide Squad comics or watch the awesome, amazing Assault on Arkham animated movie, if you haven't, it's awesome. It's really good. You'll notice that King Shark actually plays that role, and the reason why Killer Croc wasn't really a huge deal is because it was supposed to be King Shark. The reason it wasn't, it was because the CGI would have been too expensive or something like that, I'm not sure. But regardless, King Shark is still a cool character, but he's more of a throwaway character than Killer Croc is. What sucks is that Killer Croc, like, you kind of gotta do him justice because it's a major Batman villain, man. Like, he's in all the Arkham games, like, you see him non-stop in Batman. So it just sucks that that character had to be done like that. He could have been used a lot better. Personally, another thing that I didn't not like was the fact that Joker, while he is great when he's in the movie, his appearances are scarce in this movie, guys. Like, I'm talking about a guy who they put on the posters, a guy who they gave his own posters. Like, they were literally Suicide Squad posters with just the Joker on them that looked awesome. And it led you to think that, yeah, Joker's going to be a huge part of this movie, but he really isn't. The comic book purist in me doesn't care because I know damn well Joker's not a Suicide Squad, so to me it's not a problem. But he was falsely advertised. I could see a lot of casual fans seeing this movie, seeing that the Joker's in it for like, what, like 11 minutes, I think
I think it was 13 minutes.
Yeah, so like 11 or 13.
Yeah.
And you know, like a casual fan is going to see that and it's going to turn him off. So that was one of the things that I thought was bad. Again, while there are bad parts to this movie, it doesn't really take away from the movie as a whole. I still think the movie was strong.
Scale-wise, I would say the good definitely outweighs the bad, for sure.
Definitely, for sure. As far as what this means for the future of DC, I know we spoke about this before. Personally, I just feel like it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Yes.
You know, we got two really grim movies, both accused of being super boring, and then this one was a lot of fun, man, and it really did do a good job of showing you some serious scenes with like Will Smith and his daughter and stuff like that, why it is he kills and all that stuff, and still
also
keeping it
Katana.
light. And also Katana crying over the blade.
Like she was very just like, her character herself was peppered in. She was like, all right, well, here's this Asian girl, Japanese girl, who's on, what is it, the Argus, I believe? I think that's
she works for Argus, I believe. Yeah.
And they just like threw her in there randomly, and she basically gets a little bit of background. They like just peppered that in, and like the very little that they gave us was actually really good.
Yeah, that woman, like the actress, praise her because she had me by the soul, man. When she was crying over that sword, I was like, oh man, this poor chick. Like, it was serious, dude. But again, like I said, step in the right direction for sure.
Yeah.
I love the fact that this was the first real humorous like DC movie, bro. Like they needed that, and it's not. I don't want you guys to think that this was Guardians of the Galaxy. It wasn't like just jokes nonstop. You know what I mean? Like this, it got serious, but you could definitely see the humor peppered in there.
The next big question is obviously, can they compare to Marvel? I think Marvel has settled itself in far too well right now.
They'll get there. But it's just not there yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be a game of catch up, honestly. Because Marvel again has settled itself in very well. Like they haven't really had a miss. I think
They've had some movies that don't hit as hard, or like just some movies that are questionable, like Iron Man 3. But besides that, like for the most part, they are hits. You know, and I don't want to delve too deep into Marvel, but again, they are kind of winning the movie war so far. But DC's definitely coming back, and I can definitely see that. Okay, so us at Civil Source, or me and Bo anyway, we gave this movie a Civil score of 7 out of 10. Higher than a lot of the critics, man, but again, I feel like people were being unnecessarily unfair to this movie. Yeah, check it out for yourself if you haven't. It was an awesome movie. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all we got from him, right?
I think that's it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, thank you for the patience. You want to follow me on Instagram at Mises91.
At Bosif04.
And once again, guys, Civil Source, follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you soon, guys. Take care. Mises out.